There's one mistake most men make during a hug, and they never realize it's the exact moment attraction starts to fade. It isn't because they're rude, it isn't because they lack confidence. It's because their body quietly sends a message they never intended to send. The surprising part, a woman usually notices it before a single word is spoken. In this video, you'll discover the 3 hug mistakes that silently reduce attraction, and the one simple adjustment that makes you feel calm, confident, and unforgettable without trying to impress anyone. Stay with me because the final point is the one almost nobody talks about. Here's something many men overlook. Attraction doesn't always begin with a compliment, a perfect conversation, or an expensive date. More often, it starts with tiny moments your conscious mind barely notices. A hug is one of those moments. It lasts only a few seconds. But during that time, your posture, breathing confidence, and awareness communicate far more than your words ever could. Before she decides what to think about you, her nervous system has already decided how you make her feel. That's why 2 men can say the exact same things, yet leave completely different emotional impressions. Let's start with the first mistake. Mistake number 1, the uncertain hug. This is the hug that feels hesitant. Your arms barely connect. Your body stays slightly away. Everything feels careful, almost like you're afraid of taking up space. Many men believe this shows respect, but emotionally, it often communicates something very different. It suggests uncertainty. Imagine greeting someone who seems interested in you, but the moment they hug you, it feels incomplete, as if they're already trying to leave before the hug even begins. That feeling isn't offensive, it's simply forgettable. And attraction rarely grows from uncertainty. People naturally respond to those who appear comfortable in their own presence. Not loud, not dominant, just settled. Now, let's look at the opposite problem. Mistake number 2, trying too hard. Some men realize they seem hesitant, so they overcorrect. They hug too tightly, hold on a little too long, or make the moment feel far more intense than the relationship actually is. The intention may be good, but confidence and pressure are not the same thing. When someone ignores natural boundaries, even unintentionally, the body notices before the mind does. Instead of feeling relaxed, she becomes aware. Instead of connection, she starts measuring distance. Here's an easy way to think about it. Real confidence never needs to force itself into the moment. It simply arrives. Calm, balanced, and in control. That's why the strongest presence is usually the quietest one. And there's one final mistake that's even harder to notice. Because from the outside, everything looks completely normal, yet it's often the one people remember the most. Now let's talk about the mistake that almost nobody notices. Mistake number 3, being physically present, but mentally absent. This happens more often than you think. Your arms are around her, but your attention isn't. You're wondering what to say next. You're thinking about whether the hug feels awkward. Maybe you're looking over her shoulder or already planning how to end the moment. From the outside, it looks like an ordinary hug, but emotionally, it feels empty. Presence isn't about standing close to someone, it's about giving them your full attention for a few seconds. And that's exactly what creates a lasting impression. So what does a confident hug actually look like? It begins before you even move. You don't rush. You don't hesitate. When the moment naturally feels right, you step forward calmly. Your posture stays relaxed. Your breathing remains steady. Your arms connect naturally, not too loose, not too tight. You aren't trying to impress her. You're simply comfortable with yourself. That comfort becomes contagious. People instinctively relax around someone whose body language feels calm and balanced. Timing matters too. A hug that ends instantly can feel cold. One that lasts too long can feel uncomfortable. Usually, just a few natural seconds are enough. Then release smoothly. Keep relaxed eye contact if appropriate, and let the moment end without forcing anything else. Here's a simple example. Imagine 2 different dates. The first man is funny, talks confidently, and says everything perfectly. But when it's time to say goodbye, his hug feels distracted and rushed. The second man says less. He isn't trying to perform. But during those few seconds, he's fully present, relaxed, and genuine. Days later, which interaction is more likely to stay in her memory? Usually it's the one that created the stronger emotional experience, not the longer conversation. That's the lesson most people miss. Connection isn't built through grand gestures. It's built through small moments handled with confidence, awareness, and respect. So here's something to remember the next time you hug someone. Don't focus on giving the perfect hug. Focus on being fully present. Take one calm breath. Relax your body. Let the moment happen naturally, instead of trying to control it. Sometimes the smallest change creates the biggest difference. If you found this perspective helpful, subscribe and turn on notifications. Because in the next video, we'll explore another subtle behavior that quietly shapes attraction long before anyone talks about it.